Hi, hello there. Welcome to my channel. My name is Faye and this is Faye with Floss, a channel all about cross stitching and all the other creative mischief I get up to during the week. So I'm sure a few of you are quite surprised to see me. I think it's been quite a long time since I did a video. There are a few reasons behind that, which I'll talk about a bit later on, but I'm just glad to be back. It's very nice to be back on here filming and just saying hello to you all. So it's not going to be, it's not going to be a very long video today, because if I'm honest, I haven't got a great deal to show you, but I do still want to pop on, check in with you and get back into the flow of making videos again. So today is Sunday the 18th of July and it is currently the hottest day of the year so far. It it is hot. My hair is doing it. I think if you've seen the episode of Friends where Monica goes to the Caribbean, that's how I feel today. Nothing is working, nothing is happening. It is just so hot. We've been out for a roast dinner. I don't know why we do that on a hot day, but we went to the pub, we booked in for a roast dinner, so we've been out, been up to the pub, and now we're back home. And we've got every window, every door open, the fans on, just trying to get some air through the house. But as I don't know if you can see very well, I think I'll have to do another little video and give you a little balcony garden tour. But this is our balcony here, and if you can see all this greenery, these are the sunflowers that are growing really, really high. And we've also got lots of things in pots growing, slowly growing. And we've got our first flowers coming through, which is really nice because for a while we've just had a lot of green and no flowers, but there's just a little glimpse of some little white flowers and hopefully there'll be more to come. The sunflower is starting to sort of prickle out, so I'm hoping within about a week or so that'll be. I mean, it's bigger than me now, this sunflower. I mean, I'm only 5'2", so that's not hard, but it's actually grown a little bit higher than what I am. So the balcony garden's looking great. So stitching. Let me share with you what I've done. It isn't much. So the reason I've not been on, one of the reasons I've not been on, is partly to do with my dissertation. I'm only a few weeks, well, about a month and a half or so I've got left until it's due in at the very end of August. So I've been spending a lot of time ignoring the craft and just having to plod on with my dissertation. Today I got to 6,000 words. That's 6,000 out of 1,500 words. So I'm going in the right direction. But of course that does mean that I'm not doing as much stitching, as much art and creative stuff. It really is my priority, obviously, at the moment. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't really been doing so much. And the other reason, which is a bit personal, but I will share with you, is that my nana passed away last month, and so it has been quite a hard time for me to get my head around that and just grieve and do all the normal things that people do when you lose somebody that you love, particularly in these times, in COVID times. I was due to go and visit her about a few weekends ago, but instead I ended up having to go to her funeral that weekend instead. I hadn't seen her since February 2020, and it's just one of those really grim, horrible situations that really couldn't have been helped just due to COVID. So I am nursing myself through that, working my way back through sharing happy memories. And one of the things that did come out of that, though, is I don't know if anyone can connect with this, but sometimes when something happens, you need a focus. And the morning that my dad called me to tell me the news, I just decided to pick up some stitching and a bit like this is a bit of a weird one, but when Forrest Gump just went out and ran and ran and ran and ran, I picked up some stitching and just started stitching and didn't really want to put it down. It's probably a bit much healthier if I was running than stitching, I think. But let me share with you what I actually started. And this is actually the only thing I've been working on. And I'm not sure if it is something to do with just helping me through. I don't know. But yeah, I started the little Lisa Parker cat. What are you called? The Fortune Teller. It's a heaven and earth design. Absolutely gorgeous. So it's a miniature. It's a mini chart, so it's not as big as the others. And this is. Let me put something behind it actually. This is how far I've got so far. So a lot of it is black at the top. For about 3 days I was stitching just black, and I think kind of the, what should I say, not monotony, but the repetitiveness of it it was a bit of a therapy for me. It really did help me just keep moving on with something and doing something and functioning. So this is where I am so far. So you can just see the little colours coming through at the bottom, and I'm close to 3% of it, which is going a lot quicker than my other heaven and earth design. And yeah, I'm really, really enjoying stitching on this. And I think it's just because it just gave me a focus straight away when things weren't so great. And now I just feel like I'll continue with that. I just haven't got any urge to pick anything else up at the moment. So I think I might actually just pack everything else out of the way for now and just keep going with this until I do need to stop this and go on to something else. Because to be fair, I don't have a lot of time to stitch anyway at the moment, so just having one thing out isn't too overwhelming. So yeah, this is my stitching. So you're probably going to see a fair bit of this in the next few videos and on my Instagram updates as well. I've decided I'm going to try and update it at every percentage. So I've put my 1% up, my 2% up. I'm quite close to 3% now, so that should be going up soon. So yeah, that is me stitching. So if you only came for me stitching, I'm very sorry today. This is all I'm sharing with you. So I had a couple of quite quiet weeks where I just wasn't really having the urge to do much, and then I thought, oh, I'm gonna just get some paints out or something, do some doodling. So a couple of months ago, I invested in a very big, expensive, exciting set of Posca pens, and when one of the football matches was on, I just cut up some black paper and started just doing some little cute doodles. And I did a little pride rainbow, some little flowers, some little paw prints, and just entertain. Oh, stitching's just fell on the floor. Just entertain myself really. With Posca pens on black paper. I do like how it turns out on black paper. It does have a really nice effect to it. So that kind of just spurred me on to create again. And then I decided, right, I got some really nice watercolours for my birthday last year. Have I had the time to pick them up? Have I heck? I never have time to do it, so I thought I'll get my watercolours out. So I've started using the Emma Block Joy of Watercolour book, and so I practiced a couple of her first studies in there. So these were my flowers that I did, and I'll be honest, watercolour is so hard. It's very difficult to train the colours to go the way you want. So it's a bit of an oversized glass that compared to the flowers, but that was my first couple of attempts. I like how my leaves have turned out there. And did I do anything else in this book? Oh, I did, yeah. And then these were my seasonal flowers as well. I'm quite happy with how that turned out actually. But as I've been using gouache and nothing else, it was nice to try a different medium. I definitely think I'm still a gouache girl. I find it so much easier to use. I think because I practice with it a lot more, I'm much more comfortable with it. So I painted some flowers, and that's always a nice thing to do anyway. And then I got a scroller box. So a scroller box is like a monthly subscription, and in scroller box you get lots of different art materials that you might not normally receive. So in this one, I got these like little. See if I can. Oh, there's one. The cat keeps playing with them. So. These little pearlescent watercolours. I won't open the lid because it might pour everywhere. That's the silver one. Now, the silver one doesn't do as much. But I got them in three colours. I got a grey, a pink colour, and a green colour, and they're really nice. They make such a nice effect. So I decided to just play around with a bit of fantasy painting and made this quite funky, colourful, trippy Stonehenge, which is really nice. Well, it's not Stonehenge, it's like a invented stone circle. I don't really know what I've done here, but I enjoyed doing it anyway. So I think I might do something else using them as well to this effect because I really enjoy creating all these different colours. And yeah, that was very enjoyable as well. So I kind of have got my groove back a little bit with that, but at the same time, it needs to go aside because I am trying to write this blooming dissertation as well. So last week was when was it? Oh, it was the day of the Euro final, so it was a wild day. So I booked to go onto a little art course down in, well, not an art course really, an art meetup down in Spitalfields, which is a really nice market in London. It's a really creative, crafty place, and there's a group called Sketch Appeal. And you might have seen I've shown my pictures before on here, I think, and I've shown them on my Instagram as well. And there's like a lot of self-portraits, and Dulcie, the girl who runs it, is like promoting self-love through drawing yourself, drawing other people. So I bit the bullet and I went to my first ever art class, and it was so much fun. So we had some muses to draw. Now I don't have those pictures because I had to give them to the muses at the end, so they had a collection of all their portraits, but they are on my Instagram if you want to check them out. It's worth it. They are on my Instagram. But then at the same time, I got asked to pose as well. So what was absolutely lovely was people drew me. So, oh, our first warm up actually, this was we had to look at the person opposite, and we had to draw them firstly without looking down at the paper. So that was Nellie's first go at drawing me without looking down at the paper. I had my face mask on, which is full of flowers, which is what you can see there, and then she drew me with her non-dominant hand. So that is me with my what's the word when you've got big volume in your hair? Hair with big volume, which I absolutely love. I look really 60s on it. And then these are the sketches of me that other people did. So I've got this super funky one from Susan. I love that. That's very 60s. I can imagine my mum looking like that in the 60s, which is really cool. It's just a little funky minimal one of me, which is really cool because I'm actually wearing the same top now, not intentionally. Really funky one. That's like me in the 70s. This lady does mostly fashion fashion illustration. I think you can probably tell from the way she's done it. I absolutely love this one as well. It's so colourful. This little funky one with my stripy top and my hair with so much volume, which I really wish it would do that in real life. A really cool one from Red Lipstick Sarah, which I love them all. I absolutely do. I think it's really nice to be drawn as well. I've never been drawn before. So apart from my friend Caroline that drew me last week, oh, I'd show you that, but I don't know where I've put it. Somewhere else. I will show you next time. And then this is my fave. I just think it's so cute. So this is like my new Instagram profile picture now because I just really like the way she's depicted me in my sort of little, I look like a little girl. I love it. It's just, yeah, that was what happened last weekend. So I drew people, they drew me, we all drew each other, and it was just a really nice afternoon. Apart from the football hooligans that were walking up and down and just being a bunch of football hooligans. It was gorgeous. It was a really, really fun day. So I'm definitely going to sign up for one of those again. So that is mostly, I think, what I've got to share with you. So for the last couple of weekends as well, I've been helping a friend out with her art exhibition. She's been doing the Walthamstow Art Trail. So she and she's been doing portraits. She's part of this group, Sketch Appeal, and she's been doing portraits of people in her front living room. So yesterday I helped her out a bit, and we had a great time. It's really nice just meeting new people, and seeing what everybody else is up to as well. So yeah, I think I'm back in the flow a little bit more now. It's really nice to be out and about drawing, sketching, and hopefully, if I can get my balance right with my dissertation as well, then I should be able to get back into some stitching, is the plan. But I honestly can't promise you regular videos at the moment. I can't promise you hauls. I can't promise you much, to be honest, just because I've got a lot of other things to crack on with. So I just really wanted to come on today just to let you know that I am still here. I have had a bit of a ropey couple of months with one thing and another, but I am coming through all that, and I've just got to get through this big old git of a dissertation now, and then I'm so excited for September. You know, I've got two retreats lined up. I really am going to start sorting. I can move all my dissertation stuff out of the way. I can sort myself a little arts and crafts area in the house, and total this table at the moment that I'm sat upon, it's like an absolute bomb site. It looks ridiculous. In fact, I'm just destroying the whole house room by room with just papers and things. So as soon as everything's done, I'm really excited to be able to just get everything put away, everything out ready to be used, and then just throw myself into a lot more stitching, embroidery, design, painting, and everything else that entertains me. I have been doing a lot of reading recently, and I have been keeping more or less up to date with my reading journal, which has actually been really good for me because writing that has made me want to keep going on my dissertation as well. So that has been a bit of a creative outlet that's been balancing out the dissertation. So what I'm going to do, I break up from school on Friday, very late, not like all the other schools, and I will do a roundup of all my June. I know it's like nearly the end of July really, but I'm going to do a little video of a roundup of all my June reads, and then when July's finished, I'll do a little video of the roundup of all my July reads. I don't really want to set up a second channel to do this. I'm just going to have a little book corner in this channel. So I hope you are all well. For those of you that are still subscribed to me, thank you for sticking with me. For those of you who have left me now, sorry that I've not been here. That's absolutely fine. You're always welcome back to come and join me again. But yeah, thank you for liking and subscribing. I am going to try and get more regular now, so please subscribe if you want to see some more videos of my crafty rambles like today's. Usually I have a little bit more to show on these videos. Today really has just been a little quick chat. But yeah, it's been lovely to get back on here. Let me know how you're doing in the comments below. Message me on Instagram if you want. Let's just have a catch up because I feel like I've been very distant from everybody. So yeah, lovely to see you all. Have a great week, whatever you're up to. Try and keep cool in this crazy, if you're in Britain anyway, try and keep cool in this crazy British weather. We don't get this weather very often, so when we do, it's very hard to know how to deal with it. Just keep smiling, keep stitching, keep crafting, keep safe and sun creamed, and have a really great week wherever you are. Lots of love. See you soon. Bye.